Hello, folks. I'm Josh McGehee here with another edition of Tuesday Talks with the Peacocks. This week, I'm excited to be joined by the head baseball coach here at Upper Iowa, Coach Jeremy Ische. Coach, thanks again for taking the time to speak with us here this week.
No problem, Josh. Happy to be here and excited to talk about our program.
Well, let's talk a little bit of catching up over these past few winter months. So again, it's kind of crazy to think that we're about ready to start the season here this week for you guys. As far as the last few months are concerned, where are you at with your team as you're about to enter the start of the regular season?
I think we're in a good place. It's crazy how fast it comes, and you look up and it's game week already when we started back in late August and early September. But I think we're in a good place. We're relatively healthy. We're older. We're excited to get the thing rolling, and the kids certainly have I've sensed it too. They have a little cabin fever, ready to get out and hopefully play somebody else versus beating on our own guys and seeing each other and all the tendencies and pitcher hitter stuff. And but we're in a good place. I think we're schooled up. We're ready to go and looking forward to seeing what these guys can do and get out there and play somebody else for a change.
So, Coach, as far as the lineup is concerned, a lot of returners to the team this year, but also you guys were active in bringing in a lot of first-year players to the program. As far as coming out of these past few months, what are your expectations for the lineup and how it's going to look?
Yeah, I think we have I think the strength of our team is our depth. We've had, I think, more depth here now than we've ever had in my 5 years. So a lot of exciting things there. There's a lot of moves that we can make and different matchups and just different things. Bryce Hall, Ryan Hull, Cale Luzum look to be the three guys to get the initial nod out in the outfield, followed by, Drew Misek, Tanner Stein being a senior for us, Nico Vite being a senior for us. We got some guys that have some foot speed in the outfield that can hopefully flag it down when need be, and I'm excited to see those guys all gel together. Behind the plate, we look like we have about a group of 4 catchers that'll certainly see some time. Sage Stelmacher and Justin Baylor. He's a Wisconsin kid out of Century Community College in Minnesota. They look really good. Caden White back there has been really defensive. And Brendan Coffendaffer out of Mendocino Community College in California has been getting better too and gives great effort. Across the infield, we got a couple nice freshman kids at first base, and Brock Zimmer and Gabe Bombardier. Also, Alex Green is over there. He's a pretty cool story. Didn't play last year with a back injury and has had a really good fall and is a team leader in our neck of the woods. Second base, we got Ethan Sawyer and Dylan McVeigh. Both good players there. One hits right-handed, one hits left-handed. Shortstop looks like it could be 2 freshmen there with Kyle Hertzner and J.J. Vargas. And then third base potentially could be Sam Grushkin and Victor Plaus. Both have bat speed and both can hit the ball in the air and do some slugs. So excited for our position players and what those guys bring to the table. And there's also some moves off the bench that we can make with different guys that are getting better. So we'll see what the situation presents. And again, first 4 games, we want to get out there and just see what these kids look like and see how they handle somebody else for a change.
Well, Coach, it's pretty much the same story on the pitching side. Again, you bring a lot of stars back, also some arms from the bullpen as well. As far as kind of what you want to be known for with the pitching staff and what your expectations are, what are you looking at when it comes to that part of the team?
Sure, we got Jarrett Raymer back for his 4th year, Sam Marhefke in his 5th year, Colin Lacey's in his 6th year, Keaton Parker, true 4th-year guy. And those are the guys, for the most part, in our upperclassmen that have been getting the reps for the last 2 or 3 years and have been in a lot of big moments and fun opportunities. And they've been leading from the front. They've been doing a great job with our newcomers and our transfers and doing a really good job with those guys. So we'll certainly think what I want to be known for on the mound from a program standpoint is pitching with tempo, pounding the strike zone, throwing breaking balls for strikes, and just being that kind of junkyard dog mentality, that kind of attitude on the mound with a great mentality. There's some new rules in college baseball this year, if you've been following some of that, with the pitch clock and the action clock, and we'll see how that all goes. It sounds really interesting from teams that have played already, but our kids are prepared. We're ready to go out, and they're confident and they're ready to go, and they've done the work, and not necessarily the haze in the barn at this point, but the kids are ready to go and they're hungry to get out there and play somebody else.
Well, Coach, you guys, of course, will start out on the road this weekend. First up, it is McKendree. As far as that particular challenge and also just these early stages of the season, what are you most emphasizing with your team?
Yeah, more than anything, we just want to see what guys look like in different spots on the field. We got a lot of guys that can play 3-4 different spots, and kind of get to, when you get to conference play, you want to have your A lineup ready to go, and who's the best guy out of the bullpen, and who's good matchups here, and your left-handed guy on your left-handed bat, and so much of this non-conference, you want to win and you want to be extremely productive and competitive, but you also want to see what some of these kids, can they handle it for the first time? With a new team and a freshman or a transfer, a new face in a new place. how do you adjust to some of that stuff when the umpire shows up and says play versus an indoor scrimmage or a fall game? So much of it is just getting some kids' feet wet, throwing them in the fire a little bit, seeing what they're made of and see how they handle it. And again, at the end of the day, we're trying to be a top 8 team in the Northern Sun, which I certainly think that this group has the ability to do. And we've been pounding on that quite a bit with our guys. And I certainly think that's something that this university is going to see moving forward. And we're excited to get out there and take care of business.
Well, Coach, excited for the beginning of the season. Good luck this weekend. As always, thanks for taking the time to speak with us.
You got it, Josh. Thanks for having me, and look forward to you guys following our program.
I'm Josh McGehee. Go Peacocks.